Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the Send Them to Hell beta playtest, whatever you want to call it. It's early access, and this is a roguelike for those of you who have been missing out on Megabonk and wishing there was updates for that. This is a successor. It's made by Sojaplin Studios. It's their first ever game, and it is phenomenal so far. I cannot sing the praises enough. Um, Full transparency, yes, obviously, I was given an early playtest key, but they are not asking me to make a video or say nice things about it. I just genuinely love this game just as much as I liked the sledding game, and that's why I'm making a video on it to get other people into it, hopefully, and expand the reach. So if you want to play, there's still about 10-15 keys left. I will have a link to the Discord in the description, and you can ask for one there. So, without further ado, this is going to be a beginner's guide to Send Them to Hell to hopefully introduce you to anything that you need to know before you get into it. Now, there is a wiki here, all in-game, which is incredible. Obviously, having this all right here in the game, it explains everything, but reading's boring. So, I'm just going to give you guys a guide. That's what I do on this channel, and let's jump right into it. So when you get into the game, first thing is going to be obviously right here, and I'm going to do the adventure, but Endless has seemed pretty cool too. You're going to have a bunch of characters. You will start off with four more unlockables based on challenges here in the corner. I'm going to go Cornmodo just because I think he's cool and I want to level him up. Here you can completely customize the settings. If you change any of these, you will not be put onto the leaderboard. Leaderboards are here, as you can see. I'm actually number 1. But if you want to customize your run, you can do that a lot. Like, there's a lot you can change here. You can have difficulty, L, map refresh. I'll explain all these things, but you can also read it right here. And then you're going to pick your loadout. So you're going to start here. You will unlock things as you play. Again, I'll go over that. You get an ultimate ability. You get to start with one item. And you get to choose a second weapon. But before we get into the game, I'm actually going to go over everything that this game has to offer. First of all, the in-game wiki, which I did show off. Second, progression. There are items here which are unlockable for purchase with coins you unlock in the run. And as you do certain things, you can buy items for future runs, just like Megabonk, right? That's how a lot of these games kind of work. There's also an item codex, so you can see what every single item in the game does. There's also a skill tree. Now, faith is what you get as you play the game. You can either spend it in-game to unlock buffs in the run or to buy items in the run, or you can save it, take it out of the run, and put it into the soul tree, as you can see me doing here. So this is all really cool. Max weapons, jump count, damage, all that kind of stuff. So there is progression in the game and progression that carries over, which is really cool. Next, I showed off the leaderboards as well. That's me. And there is full multiplayer already in the game in the beta. It's a little buggy right now, which is to be expected, but from what I've seen, it works and it's playable, and it'll be even better in the full release this October. And finally, for playing, there is Adventure and Endless, which are pretty self-explanatory. Adventure ends when you kill the final boss. Endless does not do that. And here's the part where this becomes a guide. I'm going to go into a run and explain what every single thing on the map can do and how you actually use them. Strategies and stuff, whatever I throw in there. But this portion is just going to be the interactables on the map. First of all, this is the magnet. This will drag in all XP, power-ups, and candy from a certain item. I'll get over that later, but Yeah, so basically this will drag in all the XP and souls, which are your main form of currency. I'll show you here. There you go. This here is a Piggy Bank. This allows you to choose one of two items. If you don't like it, you can re-roll every single Piggy Bank once. There's no cooldown, but once you re-roll, you can't go back to the first two options. You have to take one of the re-rolls. Okay, timeout. Pause. I watched this back and I realized that I actually didn't explain souls at all throughout my entire guide. So souls are what you gain from breaking urns or killing enemies. You can upgrade it with totems and soul shrines, or you can upgrade your soul gain. This currency is purely within a run. It does not carry over, but it does carry out through worlds. You can use souls to buy things such as chests, upgrade benches, photocopiers, and more.
Double chests! Double damage!
Yeah, basically, the odds are, if you need to pay for something in this game that isn't a wishing well, you will be paying for it using souls. This is a soul shrine. The way it works is that by killing nearby enemies, you will charge it up. You can see this skill shrine, 15, 16, 20, all that stuff. And once you kill more enemies nearby, you'll get this little hand emoji, which tells you that you can hit E to interact and choose any of these attributes to upgrade. Now, for things like these, with the decimals, look at the first number. So in this case, I have 1 projectile. If this was 1.9, I would still only get 1 extra projectile. It just goes off of the full number, right? So ignore the decimal, just look at the first one. That's your bonus. In this case, I'm at 1, but I'm still only getting plus 1 projectile. This is a chest. Obviously, you open the chest, you can either take the item, or you can banish it for a full heal. Now, banishing doesn't actually get rid of it for the rest of the run, it just means that you don't pick it up. But yeah, take or banish. Taking is going to be your best option in 99% of situations. These right here are urns. So, you pick them up, it will either award you XP or souls, which you can see at the top underneath my score. It tells you what you get. It gave me souls, this one gave me XP, and so on. You should really just try and pick them up whenever you can, because they're a nice bonus to level up and your money. This right here is a weapons bunch. You can take your weapons and upgrade them for a increasing amount. This increases the size and damage of your weapons, and it maxes out at level 8. This right here is a faith totem or tribute totem, I'm not sure, but basically what it's going to do is give you 3 options for nerfs, and permanently, for the rest of the run, it will increase your faith. Or your faith gain, rather. So it's kind of a risk reward. Most of them aren't too bad, but some of them are awful, such as nerfing attack speed 30% is pretty strong, or setting your projectile count to 1 is really bad, but as you can see, it pays out quite handsomely, so the choice is yours. This is the Photocopier. It allows you to duplicate one item in exchange for souls. Notably, it does not get rid of another item, just like similar things in other games do, like the 3D printers and Risk of Rain. It just costs money. Some things cannot be duplicated because they're too strong, and other things can only be duplicated 1 or 2 or 3 times. It will tell you in the item description, and if it doesn't tell you, then default to 3 times. But everything can be duped. Almost.
Double damage!
This is a wishing well. So it costs 10 faith within the run.
Nice.
And it's a little bit complicated, but it's also simple. Essentially,
Plus 10
in your
max
current
health.
run is shown in the top left. That is your faith gain. Right now I'm at 4.5. A well costs 10 faith and will give you a legendary item with the chance to reroll for another 2.5 faith. Now, the reason I said it gets complicated is because that 10,000 faith I had in the main menu, earlier you guys saw that in the skill tree, I cannot spend that here. I am not spending faith, I am cutting down my gain in this single game, right? So basically, faith counter in the top left, up here, absolutely must stay 10. That is what you're spending, not what you have banked back on the home screen. Now we're going to go through and show you everything that the character can actually do. So, attacking is done automatically. You don't have to do anything for that. E is to interact with things once they are charged, such as the shrine. Space is to jump. And want to unlock them to double jump or multi-jump. Shift is to sprint. Forget to do that. I always forget, but shift is sprint. You just have to tap it, you don't have to hold it. Control is a slide. You can do it on flat ground, it slightly increases your speed, as well as knocking back some enemies. As you can see. But sliding is really good down a hill, as you can imagine, and the speed carries over pretty well, going back up the hill. So if you want to get the most out of speed, let's say I want speed on that side, you can slide down the hill, get the increased speed, curve back up it, and do that, and you will go a little bit faster. All in all, just use it when you need a tiny boost, or if you're in a pinch, just slide through enemies. Q is your ultimate, which will be shown at the bottom. I am using Angel Smash, which I believe is the best one, but it is the ability you choose at the start of the run on the loadout screen. You will activate it, and then Q will make you run as well. When you are in the menus, A and D are what allow you to move around, choose options. You can also press the number keys to instantly choose an option as such. There I chose 3 by pressing the numpad, even though I was hovering over 2. There's no confirm.
Plus 10 max health.
If you want to reroll, as you can see, there's R and B down here. The rerolls are not limited in Piggy Banks or Wells, but they are limited here. You only get 5 rerolls in the run and 3 bans in the entire run. But if I want to reroll these, R, and I really don't want dodge chances run, so I will ban it. You can hit tab to see all of your current attribute stats, where you're at. You can hit escape to see things like this, and also to double check what an item does if you didn't read it properly, or if you just missed it. And that's about it. Honestly, there's not really much in this game that's complex, and everything is extremely well documented. Like, if I have to hit E on something, it will tell you. Otherwise, things like urns or magnets, you can just run inside of them, and they will automatically collect. So they're very simple controls. Here, this is a tome level up, if you will. So it just lets you choose a tome. And in this case, I'm going to take crit chance, sure. And you can see it in the top left there. That's what I have. Now if I level up again, you will see that this crit chance tome is now locked. So I can either upgrade my crit chance or choose a new tome that I want to lock. It works, again, very similar to Megabonk. It is Megabonk inspired, but for those of you that don't know, that's how it works. This locked tome will never change. I will always have crit chance. If I choose projectile count, for example, I will get projectile count in all of my tome level ups. Now, there's another type of level up, and I'll be back when I get that in order to show you guys. Here is a weapon level up, and these obviously just let you choose a new weapon that you will keep for the rest of the run. And then once you have full weapon slots, they will actually be upgrades for your current weapons, such as water damage, ice damage, bleed damage, extra projectile count, ricochet, chain lightning, all that kind of cool stuff. But I'm going to choose the corn cannon, and you can see it in the top left that I now have it. And that's about it for the Send Them to Hell demo. I was watching this back to edit it, and I realized that the game volume is so much louder than my voice. I'm sorry about that, and if I make more videos on this game, which I probably will, I'm gonna fix that. But I hope that this is enough for anyone that watches it. And if you need more, join the Discord, ask. The dev is really active in there. He'll answer your questions, or I probably will as well. But I highly encourage you guys to join the Discord. The link will be in the description, and try the game out for yourself because it is incredible.